Shopping for a new barbecue grill can be a daunting task. There's so many different brands and so many people making claims out there, it can get a bit confusing. Swiss branding has always stood, it's legendary in fact, for quality and design and innovation. And I think when you look at the Swiss Grill Zurich series, you're going to see that immediately. There's great attention to detail, fit, and finish throughout this product. Every Swiss grill is built with 304 stainless steel, and that's the preferred material for anything that touches heat. One of the first things you see when you open the lid are the stainless steel cooking grids. These are nice heavyweight 8mm cooking grids, and if you take a look at the edges, you'll notice that we polish and round those off. That's a simple little thing to do to make sure that you can stick these in the dishwasher without any damage to the internal parts. Under that, there's 304 stainless steel flame tamers, and those help spread the heat evenly front to back and side to side, which is what a professional chef is looking for. Too many grills that you've had before probably have had hot spots and cold spots, and you have to move the food around. Not so with the Swiss grill. The temperature is wherever you set it with the knob. And now when we look under the flame tamer, you'll see a 304 stainless steel drawn tube burner. These burners are side ported, so no debris or any of the juices will fall down inside the burner and clog it up. And they're heavyweight, about the thickness of a quarter for longevity. In fact, the stainless steel components on a Zurich series grill have a 20-year warranty. Now, another neat feature, under each one of the burners is an ignition for that particular burner. Too many grills rely on crossover channels so that you light one burner and then have to light the other successively with the gas flow from that burner. But with Swiss Grill, we put an ignition tip on every one of the burners so it's sure to light the one that you want to turn on. Now up above you can see we have a stainless steel warming rack. This is great for warming foods that you've cooked like breads or maybe vegetables. Or if you're cooking something low and slow, you can actually use that as extended cooking surface. We have a nice rotisserie system here. That rotisserie has got a stainless steel motor, sealed switch, and is rated to hold up to 20 pounds of meat. So if you like rotisserie chicken, or you want to do roasts, or big heavy pieces of meat, rotis is a great way to cook it. Now I'd like to point out a couple of other things that enhance the cooking performance on a grill. If you notice, the Swiss grill is a true double wall top. A lot of people do double wall in the front wrap, but this is double wall on the sides as well. That's to hold heat inside so that you get even cooking again, and it actually uses less gas. Now around behind the grill, take a look at the small vent or chimney area behind there. There's very little airflow coming out of the grill, which means we don't have to take a lot of air in. What that's doing is working much like a convection oven to keep cooking the food rather than bringing a lot of air through. One of my favorite features of this grill is the side burner. Now you'll notice when we're not using the side burner, we have a flush cover, so you can use that as prep or surface area. But when you do want to use it and you raise the lid, underneath you'll find a high pressure infrared side burner. Now that side burner does two things for us. First off, it provides a sear station so that we can sear a steak or do the ahi tuna that'll still be rare in the middle but seared on the outside. That can only be done with high temperature cooking with an infrared. Now while the Swiss grill will run up to temperatures above 700 degrees, which will certainly sear a steak, only the infrared cooking performance of this side burner will allow you to do things like sear that tuna or really give those super sear marks like you see at the steakhouse. And some grills do include an infrared, but they put it inside the grill. The problem with that is it eats up your area that you want to use to cook for other things. So with this you can sear and then let the steak dwell. You can use the full area of the grill for other foods that you might want to cook. Now you'll notice there's two positions to the rack, so you can sear the food, but you can also use it to do a pot or a pan. A standard side burner with a ring burner lets a lot of heat escape. If you're in an area where it's cold or if it happens to be windy when you're cooking, most of that heat goes away. But with the infrared, all the heat's delivered to the vessel, so you cook just like you intended. Now as you look at this grill, you'll see there's a lot of attention to detail, but we're not just another pretty face. Let me point out some of the convenience features on this grill. First off, you got a lot of storage area down here. You've got a door, and then you've got two drawers. And these drawers have full extension slides so you can really load them up, and they have a soft touch closure. When you push the drawer back in, it stops, and then you push it into lock. That means that everything you put in there is going to stay secure and it's not going to bounce around if you move the grill and the drawer fly open. Here on the right side, when you open up the double wall door, you'll notice there's a tank pullout. That makes it so much easier to load and unload the propane bottle. Let's face it, when you've got a full bottle, the gas and the bottle together weighs about 40 pounds. You don't want to wrestle with that. It's easy to set it right down in this little tray and then the full extension slides, again, allow you to push it back into position and lock. Also on the Zurich model, you have fold-down side shelves. This allows you to store the grill in a smaller space. And when you pull these up and drop them down, you'll notice you still get a flush surface, a very finished product. Now the Zurich series range, there are 4 models. There's the 460, which is a 4-burner grill, and a 460D or Deluxe, which includes the Grizzler side burner and storage drawers. The grill also comes as a 6-burner or 650, and here we're looking at a 650D Deluxe, which again includes the infrared side burner and storage drawers. Whichever one you choose, you can't go wrong with a Zurich grill from Swiss Grill.